You will also have the diaper bump just like your baby does, and it's not as cute on you as your baby, unfortunately. Hello everyone, and welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time here. My name is Daniela. Today I'm going to be talking about postpartum, that lovely topic that every mom looks forward to. That is a joke. But today is going to be a little bit different than I thought it was going to be going into birth. I don't think, unless you know that you are going to have a C-section, no one really plans for a C-section. Especially me, like I definitely did not think I was gonna have a C-section just because my whole pregnancy was going so well and everything was like healthy and good. So I mean, obviously it can happen to anyone, which clearly it did. So my whole video is going to be focusing on a C-section postpartum because obviously that's all I can really go off of. Reina was my first baby, and that's how it ended up going. So when I was planning this video before having her, I literally, you can go check my what's in my hospital bag video if you want to, I guess, see what you could maybe pack or just have prepared for you for a vaginal birth, which is what I was prepared for. Like I had everything down. I did all my research and really wanted myself to feel as comfortable as possible, but honestly didn't end up needing any of it really. So I ended up gifting that to one of my friends who just recently gave birth, so at least it went to good use. But yeah, so I didn't need any of that. So today's video, like I mentioned, is going to be focusing on a C-section postpartum and what I really used and found helpful, or what I wish for the next time around, or just for advice to you guys, what I wish I would have had. So without further ado, let's get into it. But quickly before we do, if you are new here or if you just have not yet, definitely make sure to subscribe, like this video, and turn the little notification bell on so you can be notified every time I post, which is every single Wednesday. Okay, so first and foremost, what I'm gonna mention is just the obvious. That would be your meds. So for me, the hospital gave me, I think it was, gosh, I'm so bad with like medicines and their names and stuff, but I think it was dihydrocodeine. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that's what that was called. And in the beginning, I definitely needed it just because obvious pain, but it ended up kind of making my head hurt from taking them. So I ended up just kind of weaning myself off of that and just taking like extra strength Advil or Tylenol, I think Advil. Anyways, yeah. So I just took that, but yeah, I definitely took the meds that they gave me in the beginning. And then they also, the worst, literally the worst part of the whole thing was these needles that they give you to like stop blood clotting or like to prevent it. So I took one at the hospital, and then I had to take it for 10 days. So the one at the hospital and then 9 after that. So Liam's dad would give those to me because Liam's scared of needles too, and like I could not give them to myself. Props to you moms who do that, because no way in hell could I do that. So yeah, that was pretty much it for my meds. I know it varies hospital to hospital and country to country, so I guess just do what your doctor tells you. But yeah, the meds were definitely needed for me. And then just going off of blood clotting and stuff, it was really important for me to move around. The nurses or midwives kept telling me that, and I did find it helped. I didn't get any blood clotting or anything like that. And also just like from the mental side of it, it felt good to do the small exercise that you can. And by exercise, I literally mean like getting up and walking around. So yeah, that feels good on your body, and then just mentally to not literally just be like a sitting potato the whole time. And then moving into something that not all moms or just people in general know is that even after a C-section, you still do bleed quite a lot for quite some time. So I was prepared thinking that I would have a vaginal birth with all that stuff, but yeah, even if you had a C-section, you do still bleed. I think I bled like heavily for, I don't know, I think like a week or something, but then I did bleed for like 4 weeks, just like it obviously got lighter and lighter. So what I swear by, like a lot of women do the mesh pants or like the mesh underwear with a pad in it and stuff, or just like underwear with a pad, like with a heavy duty pad. But then they'll also get like a mat to put down in bed a lot of times just in case like there's leakage and stuff. But honestly, I was like, hey, screw that, like personally, I don't like pads because I don't know if I'm just bad at like applying them or whatever, but like they always like come off, or like, I don't know, I just do it wrong and I just don't like the feel of it. So I just got these Always Discreet underwear. These are like open because I literally tried one on and Liam got me a size large, which was too big for me, so I just still have these hanging around here, but I use the medium. I also mentioned these on my Instagram. If you're not following my Instagram, go follow that to keep up to date with more of my day-to-day stuff. But yeah, so they look okay. Yeah, there we go. They're beautiful looking, nice and sexy. Yeah, so basically this is literally just like wearing a pad, but like all in one. So I like that you could literally just like put them on and then toss them. Obviously they're quite big, so like your garbage fills up quick, but other than that, I found these so much more useful than like the whole pad process. And even with a newborn, every second counts that they're not crying. So literally just the easy application helps so much. So yeah, I swear by those, and they were also just really comfy, and yeah, I like them a lot. I would definitely recommend that. But then after I did stop bleeding fairly heavily, the diaper was a bit much, so I did just move into, because you're not allowed to use tampons, so I just moved into like the normal pad. So these were like the overnight pads. I didn't even know, like, honestly, I felt like I was just getting my period for the first time again, because I was like, I don't know like what size to get, like what the sizes even are. Literally it was like when you send your husband to the store to get you tampons or pads and they're like, what size, what color, like blah blah blah. So yeah, that's how I felt. But I'm pretty sure I ended up going with, it doesn't even say on them, but like the overnight pads, so like the heavy duty pads for the next step. And then from there on out, you can go to like panty liners and stuff like that. And then eventually, if you do wear tampons, you can get back to that. But if you wear pads, then hey, you're back in business. And then adding on to the whole pad situation, I did also get, I mentioned this again in that, in the What's in My Hospital Bag video, I got these just really big, comfy underwear. They're called Wurapa. These like were not sent or anything like that. I just heard of these and they lived up to their name. They were super comfy, and they also go above your C-section scar. So I got these again before I even knew I was gonna have a C-section or anything, because I would just recommend them in general after birth. They're super comfy. Yeah, so they are pricier though, but honestly, I wear these like still every day, and I gave birth like 2 months ago, so they're really nice to have. And yeah, they do go above your C-section scar and just kind of keep everything in too. You hear a lot of people speak about wearing, like, for example, these were gifted to me, but I like seriously wore these a lot and love them. They're the Blanky postpartum leggings. So yeah, they just keep everything together. They're not as, what's the word, constricting as the belly bands, but I like these a lot, and you could just like wear them day to day with, oh my gosh, this is so itchy for some reason. Oh, okay, sorry. Anyways, yeah, you can just like wear these day to day and stuff like that. But yeah, they were super comfy and they just kept everything in. But yeah, going back to the underwear, this was the same kind of situation, and again, super comfy. So I definitely recommend the Wurapa, if that's how you pronounce it, underwear as well. I'll also just link everything below so you guys can see where I got everything. And then just going along with the clothes as well, I would just get like some big t-shirts. This one has a little like slit on the side, so it's nursing friendly as well. They sent me this one too, and it's from Isabella Oliver, and the quality is really, I mean, you can't really see, I don't think, on the camera. If you can, it's like the buttery feeling. Anyways, the quality is really nice. So yeah, I would invest in just like baggy like I have this one, and then I just have like my big Adidas t-shirt, like the tie-dye one that you guys have seen me wear before in these videos that I like practically live in. Just because, like I said, you're wearing a diaper, and then if you're wearing leggings and stuff like that, you kind of want something to cover your whole situation down there, because that's not the cutest look. You will also have the diaper bum just like your baby does, and it's not as cute on you as your baby, unfortunately. And then lastly, for clothes, I would just wear like any sweatpants, but even my maternity sweatpants still came in handy. These ones I got from Boohoo, I believe, but like literally any maternity sweatpants or just sweatpants in general, because as good as like the constricting leggings and stuff are, it's always nice to obviously just like chill out in a big hoodie or shirt and a pair of sweats, because let's be real, that is the comfiest. Of course, pregnant, postpartum, anytime, sweats are the best. And then I would also recommend some sort of breastfeeding pillow. I know you've heard this everywhere. Everyone recommends like a breastfeeding pillow or whatnot. When I was pregnant and looking at these videos, I was like, okay, come on, like how necessary can these things be? Like, it's literally a pillow, which I still kind of am on that page, but I do like it because like it fits right around your body and you can just lay the baby here. They are not the most stable things. Like, I've heard of the My Breast Friend ones, and I've heard those are a lot more stable, but I do like this because it's just comfy. Like, I do have to stick pillows underneath sometimes too, just to like keep it more stable and her head from not moving or her from like wobbling over or whatever. But I did just like this a lot because I didn't know that when feeding how much their little legs can also kick you right in the incision, which hurts a lot. So yeah, I like this a lot because it prevented the kicking from being directly on your incision, which really hurts. So save yourself some pain and invest in, honestly, like, you don't even need a pillow necessarily like that, like even if you stack pillows or something. But I like the pillows and that they kind of wrap around you and stuff like that. But honestly, if it's not in your budget or anything, I wouldn't lose your mind over it. Just stack pillows or something like that. But yeah, your incision, still to this day, if I have her on my chest and stuff, and her legs are getting longer now and more powerful, so yeah, that still hurts. I'll still have to put like a blanket underneath and her on top because that still hurts. And then also just have any kind of pillow near you as well, something like that. Because like I mentioned in my last video, it was like my husband had never been so funny until I was postpartum. Because guys, after you get a C-section, it's the little things that kill you, I swear. It's like the laughing, sneezing, stuff like that. I had never laughed so hard, and just to have a pillow near you when you go to laugh or cough or whatever, just hold it on your incision and it doesn't hurt as bad. Like it compresses it to make it not feel as bad, because honestly it hurts a lot, especially in the beginning. Like, I'm not trying to scare you or anything, but like it's just like that first kind of week getting used to it, and it's still obviously super raw. So just try to have a pillow at all times nearby so you can save yourself from a little bit of pain. And then lastly, what I would say, this is the one thing that I didn't have near me, and you don't need, like, this is not a necessity, but my dad just recently got both of his hips done, not at the same time, but like very close together. And my mom got him, you know those like little claws, like it's like a stick with like a claw at the end, and it has a thing at the top. I don't know if I'm explaining this very well, but like it goes like that, and like you can like pick things up like that. So my mom got him one of those, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's such a good idea. So I would definitely, I mean, I think it can't hurt. I don't think they're very expensive either. I was thinking next time I give birth, I'm guessing it'll be another C-section. I was like, I'm definitely gonna get one of those, because even when you're by yourself, or like, I don't know, someone's downstairs and you don't want to bug them or whatever to get something silly, I was like, I bet you that would help a lot. Like, just be nice to have that. So I don't know, I might get that next time, but look into that and see, because I think that could also come in handy for sure. Alright guys, well, those have been the most important things for me going through my recovery from my C-section. That is all I could currently think about. I mean, not all I could think about, but at least the most important things that I could think about. Hopefully that was helpful to you. If you are someone who has already been through a C-section and are thinking of something else and are like, oh my gosh, how did you not mention that? Or just have another suggestion, definitely comment down below, because it can be helpful to many other moms who are reading that. And just as a side note, I do love this little community that we are forming, currently at 750 subscribers. Like I said last video, we're getting so close to 1,000, and I've loved this little journey to what we have now. So yeah, guys, just comment down below any of your thoughts or videos you'd like to see from me in the future. I've loved doing everything that I have so far. And again, if you are new here, or if you just haven't, definitely make sure you subscribe, like this video, and turn the little notification bell on so you can be notified every time I post, which is every single Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a great day or night, whatever time it is where you are, and I'll see you next time. Bye!